the ruling in London or the case in Virginia will have on his future career.
All right, so Johnny Depp loses in the UK, and let me tell you, in the UK, it's a little bit easier to sue someone for libel because they don't have the same freedom of speech that we have here in the United States when it comes to those situations. It's much more protective of the people who are being allegedly defamed. So now he's got the case in Virginia. The other big difference now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to prove libel here in the United States, number one. But number two, you'll get a jury of ordinary folks and not a judge making the decision. So what's going to happen here in the case that we're following in Virginia, where Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard, where it's basically the same case? Let's bring back in our think tank. They're all from L.A. They all hang out with celebrities and actors all the time. DeWitt, what do you think? Do you think that he will continue to pursue this? Is it so personal that he's going to do it?
It seems like. I think it's a very foolish endeavor. I happen to agree with the counsel that was on during the brief segment there, who says that, look, he needs to go away and not be heard from. Look, it is an unforgivable sin, and putting your hands on a woman in that manner. As a matter of fact, putting your hands on anybody aggressively when it's uncalled for, that's abuse. It's being a bully. And for that reason, he needs to go away. I don't think that he will. It seems like he's really upset about this and feels he can be vindicated through the courts. But I don't think he's going to find much success.
All right, let me throw something else in the mix here, Lara, which is the celebrity factor, right? This is going to be a jury of ordinary people who, like me, may have been fans of Jump Street, but maybe fans of Pirates of the Caribbean, whatever. I have just seen celebrities do so well at trials through the years. I just feel like that is a factor that gets thrown in the mix. Do you think Johnny Depp can still influence a jury by being Johnny Depp?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it is Johnny Depp after all. He was a heartthrob, and he still is that sauvage. Remember that. It's very likely that some jurors will be bewitched by that, but there's no guarantee with the Me Too movement and this movement against domestic violence and abuse. It's possible that they may not agree with him and not side with him. I see this as it's very clear. It was a tumultuous relationship. And there's accusations thrown back and forth here. The best thing, I think, career-wise at this point for Johnny Depp is, let it go, move on. He's still doing Fantastic Beasts, so his career is still great. So what's the point of dragging, whether it be his name or her name, through the mud at this point? I think the right thing to do is to just move on and let it go.
All right, Neama, I don't know if this is still relevant out there, but let's say you're at the Ivy having lunch. Do people still do that? Do they still go to lunch at the Ivy? I don't know. I haven't been out to L.A. in a while.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we're having lunch
open
at the Ivy. I don't know. There's some celebrities at the table over here, some folks over here, maybe some directors, some fans. And in walks Johnny Depp. What kind of reception do you think he's going to get these days in light of what came out during the course of this trial in the UK?
I mean, it's a bad look for Johnny. I mean, he lost in a very favorable jurisdiction out there in the UK. Now he's here in the US. He successfully kept his most recent lawsuit in Virginia, because if it came out to California, it'd probably get slapped and he'd get hit with attorney fees, because this is not where you want to file these types of cases. And his attorneys really did a good job filing out there. But the fact that he lost there, and with Me Too, I mean, no one is going to touch him with a 10-foot pole. I mean, Disney's certainly not going to touch him for the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. And I can't imagine any other major studio wanting to work with him. I mean, he's going to be the next, Weinstein. So this is bad for Johnny. He should walk away from it. I agree with DeWitt. I agree with Lara. I agree with everyone else. This is just a loser. And like most family law cases, he's making it personal, but it's a really bad business decision for him.
DeWitt, does he get the table at the Ivy without a reservation on a busy Wednesday?
Maybe. Look, I don't know that he'll be the next Harvey Weinstein. I agree with Lara. Look, He is certainly making noise about something he probably shouldn't. And I think I would liken him more to Mel Gibson, who is still a celebrity, has made some very horrendous statements, and has certainly lost some respect from a lot of folks in the public eye, but still making movies, still a part of Hollywood. And I think that's where Johnny Depp ends up, especially if he keeps beating this drum, which it looks like a losing drum.
All right, Lara, I'm going to ask you. You're at
No
the
pun
Ivy,
intended.
right? There's an empty table next to you. They're about to seat him. Are you going to get up and pay your check quickly and get out of there, or are you going to be okay?
Of course, I'm going to be okay. I represent people who are arrested for crimes. I don't judge people. I mean, it's his right. He wants to file a lawsuit for libel or defamation. That's his deal. The way I see this relationship is, again, it's tumultuous. There have been accusations thrown both ways, and each is accusing the other of domestic abuse. And usually that's for the courts to decide, not for us. So is Johnny Depp going to get that table without a reservation? You bet he will. In Hollywood, he will.
So you won't have to go over to Vanderpump's place. Okay, excellent. All right, our LA crew.
That place is closed.
Oh, they closed in town? Who knew? Who knew? All right. When we come back, folks,